And then next time, counsel, if you can just wait until we're asking for something, we're gonna check people in so that it's not interrupting the record, please.
Okay, Judge, I just wish, that your court answered their phones.
Counsel, as I stated before, we are severely understaffed. We have people that are out sick. So
There's no reason why for 4 days, calling from 8:30 to 4:30, that nobody answers your phone in any department that I dial. So I have an issue with that. Yes.
Mr. Margolis, are you ready on Mr. Cunningham?
Yes, Judge, I'm ready. I also have a Daniel Timpf who is in MDOC, that was supposed to be available.
Okay, yes. As you know, counsel, I would prefer to not look in any of your cavities, whether it's your nasal cavity or your ear cavity, please.
Your Honor,
Say
could
that
you
again, Judge? I'm sorry.
Mr. Margolis, if you're going to appear via Zoom, I need to not have to look into your ear canal or up your nose, please.
Okay, it's just I'm hard of hearing. That's why I put the phone. Yeah, that's fine, Judge. I apologize.
I can understand that, but then you put the microphone to your ear, not the camera to your ear. But you're also driving. I'm not calling your matters while you're driving, counsel. So you're gonna have to pull over, counsel. I'm not answering your matters until you pull over.
I'm over, Judge. I'm available to you.
Okay, have you spoken to the prosecutor? Because I don't have your file.
Any further what?
Have you spoken to the prosecutor?
I can't understand you, but we're going to do a waiver, Judge. I've talked to my client.
Mr. Margolis, have you spoken to the prosecutor?
I have spoken to my client, Judge. Yes, I've spoken to.
To the prosecutor. Have you spoken to the prosecutor?
Yes, I talked to the Mr. DiSanto. Yes, I did talk to him.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the file to come out and then you'll handle that.
Okay, and is Mr. Timpf available for me to get into a waiting room for him?
Not yet. Not yet. They've not logged in with him yet.
Okay, Judge, I apologize. I keep on putting the phone to my ear because I'm. I apologize, Judge.
Okay, so are you on Bluetooth, counsel?
Yes, I'm on my iPhone right now.
Okay, are you connected to Bluetooth in your car?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so if you're connected to Bluetooth in your car, putting your phone up to your ear is not going to be helpful.
I understand it, Judge. It's just a bad habit I have because I do it all the time when I'm not in the car. So I apologize.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't go to medical school for a reason. So, okay. And so we are on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Kenneth Cunningham, 25193. And counsel, your appearance, please. You're muted, Mr. Margolis.
That should not be a breakout room with this client.
Wyatt Margolis, P28078, on behalf of Kenneth Cunningham, who's on Zoom and consents to being on Zoom, Judge.
Okay, well, he was on Zoom.
He's in the breakout.
Oh, he's in the breakout room. Do you need to speak to your client again, counsel?
Excuse me, I've talked to my client.
I apologize. It joined the breakout room on accident.
That's okay. Name for the record, sir, please.
Kenneth Cunningham Jr.
All right. And Mr. Margolis, you had an opportunity to speak to the prosecuting attorney. And so what's happening today?
I have talked to the assistant prosecuting attorney, and I've also talked to my client, and my client understands his right to have a preliminary examination in this matter, and he understands what the prosecution would have to show. It's his desire to waive the exam at this time, understanding he'll be bound over to circuit court for further proceedings.
All right. And so, Mr. Cunningham, you heard what your attorney stated, correct?
Yes, I did.
And you do understand that you do have the right to have a preliminary examination where it must be shown that a crime was committed and probable cause exists to charge with that crime. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And you also understand that by waiving your right to your preliminary examination, that you will be bound over to circuit court for further proceedings on the charges in the complaint. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
And you've received notice of those charges in the complaint warrant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to waive your right to your preliminary examination?
Not since I've been, held, yes, or no.
Okay, so did somebody threaten you to waive your right to your preliminary examination prior to being held?
No, no, no.
And the court will note that examination having been waived, defendant is bound over to circuit court for further proceedings on the charges in the complaint warrant. You are to appear in circuit court on March 6th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Margolis, do you have any problem with the court indicating via Zoom on the signature line for you?
No, I do not have any problem with signing my name.
Okay, I'm not signing your name, I'm just indicating via Zoom on the signature spot. All
That's
right.
good.
And so, the court will order bond and conditions are continued. And good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir. What was that, counsel?
Thank you. Is Kenneth, is Daniel Tinth available for me to talk to, Judge?
Not yet, counsel. As soon as he's logged in, we will put you in the breakout room. Let's go off the record.
Okay, because this is
Counsel, if you can-
Yeah.
you can-
On the sixth, yes.
Okay, we've been contacting MDOC and they have not logged in yet. Would you like to contact them?
Do I
Thank you,
want
Your
to
Honor.
what?
Have a great day.
Thank you, Wayne County Jail.
All right.
So, we've been contacting MDOC or this morning. Would you like to try to contact MDOC?
I don't even know. What, you got a number for me to call, or I'm gonna have to search for the number and, yeah, it'll take me much longer, Judge.
Okay, well, you didn't
He's-
communicate with your
he's-
client while he's been
He's
in
got
custody?
excuse me?
You have not communicated with your client since he's been in custody?
Nope, he's got 3 cases coming up on Monday for PCC, second time, just like you, in Allen Park, same cases. I have not had a chance to talk to him at all, and I've asked that he be brought or available for me to talk to on Zoom, and that he be available on Zoom. And each court has had their difficulties, which I understand. So he's an MDOC. That's MDOC. But I do need to talk to him. I need to talk to him now, today, or get this matter adjourned again. But I'm going to need to talk to him, and I'm going to have the same. Monday I'm going to be in Allen Park on Zoom that they have to set up. So they're going to hopefully not have the difficulties that you have.
Okay, well, counsel, if you need to speak to your client, that's why there is the opportunity to go speak to your client while he's in custody, right?
Judge, my client is up in Jackson, and he was taken to Jackson right like a day or two before the last court appearances. I'm not required to go up to Jackson. I'm court appointed here. So I would like him either brought down to Wayne County, or, I want to make him available. I do want to talk to him. You're right. I want to talk to him, but I can't go up to Jackson. What I'm saying.
Oh, I was of the understanding that attorneys, were going over to see their clients.
Court appointed attorneys are not going to get paid to go up to Jackson to visit their client.
Well, why is that, counsel? Court-appointed attorneys are.
The judge,
Defendant's entitled, counsel, the
I'm
defendant,
just telling
defendant's
you,
still entitled to representation, right?
Judge, they're not gonna pay me to go up to Jackson, and they're not requiring me to go up to Jackson. And we need to get my client either brought to Wayne County or, or in the alternative, available by Zoom. And that's not for me to do, that's for this court to do.
Well, counsel, the court did send all the notice that it was required to send to MDOC on behalf of Mr. Tim. And I think,
I understand. So what does what would the court like to do? I'll be more than happy to cooperate with what the court wants me to do, but I need to talk to him before we decide what we're doing. I don't think that that's asking too much.
Mr. Margolis, let me just be clear on something. I didn't say it was asking too much, but it's my understanding that the attorneys,
Okay.
when they're individuals that are in custody, that they are required to go visit them in custody, that there's accommodations that are made for that purpose. So what we
But
do
not,
is we notify,
but
let me finish please, counsel. We notify the respective, corrections facility, and then they Zoom them in. Now, I would understand if your client is hours away in custody, I would understand that. But the court, when somebody is in custody and they are Zoomed in, the court does take its time to put the two of you into a breakout room. So.
right, that's what
We're going to try contacting MDOC one more time, but we're down to 2 staff members that we have that are not in the courtroom because everybody else has been ill. So it will be just a few moments.
Okay, so you just want me to stay on Zoom, or you want to have your court clerk call me back, or whatever your desire is? I'm not meaning to be difficult, Judge.
I'm going to have you Zoom back in at 11:30, counsel.
11:30, I'll Zoom back. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
I'd say that, like the first time talking, you said they sent it to the facility to ask them if they can put it on.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Margolis, we've been in communication with MDOC. Mr.
Yes,
Margolis, we've been in communication with MDOC.
Yes.
They're working to see if they can get them on Zoom right now, okay?
I'll continue waiting until I see join meeting room. Thank you.
Okay. Just put Mr. Margolis in the breakout room and then we'll have this client join.
Mr. Margolis, can you hear me?
Yes, Judge, I can hear you. Thank you.
Hi, this is the clerk. So MDOC, MDOC are going back and forth, so we're not positive when they're gonna be putting your client on. So if you could email into the 27th District Court with your contact information, and then if they put him on, we will contact you to Zoom back in, okay?
Okay, you just want me to email 27th District Court?
Yes, it's gonna be the 27dc@wine.mi.gov. Just give them your contact information, and if the MDOC puts your client on, we will email you back to Zoom back in, okay?
Okay, can you give me that again? It's 27th.
No,
No. No, it's gonna be 27dc@wine.mi.gov.
.yn.mi.gov.
At wine.mi, yes.
Okay, I'll get that right over to you. Thank you.
and counsel, if you can't, if that doesn't work, you can look on our website, it's on there.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
And
Mr.
then.
Clerk, I have Daniel Timph.
Okay, excuse me, let's go off the record. Counsel, when I'm trying to call a case on the record, I can't have you just interjecting and interrupting the record. What is it you indicated, counsel?
I'm here on Daniel Timp, Judge, for the third time. And all we're going to do is ask for an exam date.
Have you already spoken to the prosecutor today?
I don't think I need to talk to a prosecutor to get an exam date unless you want me to agree to a date with him. That's fine.
Yes, because the prosecutor has the file. We don't know when the file is ready until after there's been communication between the attorneys and then he sends that in with what's happening. So, we're gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Matherly.
Thank you.
And then next time, counsel, if you can just wait until we're asking for something, we're gonna check people in so that it's not interrupting the record, please.
Okay, Judge. I just wish, that your court answered their phones.
Counsel, as I stated before, we are severely understaffed. We have people that are out sick. So
Judge, there's no reason why for 4 days, me calling from 8:30 to 4:30, that nobody answers your phone in any department that I dial. So I have an issue with that. Yes.
Mr. Margolis, again, I take exception to your continuing interruption when I'm speaking. As I've stated, it is most effective to send in an email to communicate with the court because we have one of my staff members that's here in the courtroom. We have others that are out ill. So that is what we're dealing with right now, counsel. So as I stated before, the most effective way to communicate, to find out a question, to ask anything is to send in an email.
I know, Judge. The last email I sent took me 2 days to get the answer. And after the court told me that they were calling me back. So respect goes 2 ways, Judge, with your court. So yes, I try to be respectful and I will be respectful in the future.
Well, I will check into that to see, because typically it's only within a couple of hours. So I will check that to see what happened in that regard.
Well, should I stay on Zoom or should I call back? Because I have 4 other matters this morning.
We're putting you in a breakout room with Mr. Matherly, counsel.
And then do you have him on Zoom from prison or not?
Your client
Or
is
do we not need him?
Would you like to speak to your client?
Well, just put me in the breakout room with the prosecutor, Judge. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Willis. You're telling me to just put you in a breakout room with the prosecutor. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I've already talked to my client. We're ready to go. It's just a matter of getting a date with the prosecutor.
So he's going to tell me what to do. We're putting you in a breakout room with Mr. Matherly.
That's what you said. Man, I'm ready. I'm waiting.
Mr. Kretz, are you ready on your matter?
Can I get the breakout room again?
We are on the record. We're recalling the matter of Daniel Timp. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Elliot Margolis, P28078, on behalf of Daniel Timp, Judge.
Okay, we just need to move him back into the main session here. Counsel, can you jump back in there so that you, on your device, and let him know that he has to join we requested for him to join the main session.
I can't understand you again, Judge. Your voice blends into, for some reason, you're the only judge that I cannot understand, and it's not your fault. But
Can you please jump back into the breakout room you were in with your client and request him to join the main session?